then wiped it on Fang Bai's clothes. Fang Bai froze, then jumped up. Damn, Zhao Yi, that's too much. I respect you as number one, but you can't just wipe that nasty stuff on me. I have paper. Zhao Yi looked at his finger and smiled. It's okay. I wiped it clean. We are all in the same guild and we know what each other is thinking. Even if you stop us now and don't let us do the guiding task, can you still stop us for the rest of our lives? The one who spoke was Bai Shuiji, a prostitute who had always been cautious. She wasn't as fierce as the chubby little Fang Bai, but her calmness surprised many. What's going on here? Zhao Yi and the others turned to see Zhang Weishan walking toward them with a group of people, all about 30 or 40 years old. Seeing this display of power, the expressions on Fang Bai and the others gradually changed. If Zhang Weishan joined forces with the group to attack them, they might not be able to play the butcher game at all and would be forced to remain in the safe area near the clown grocery store. But what Zhang Weishan said next surprised them. How can any of you do something like this? If you won't do it yourself, you won't let others do it either. Zhang Weishan looked upright, suddenly transforming into a messenger of justice and coming to Zhao Yi's aid. If he hadn't tricked them earlier, they might have actually believed he was a good person. The others, seeing Zhang Weishan's group was large and aggressive, quickly backed down and silently moved out of the way. Brother Zhao Yi, don't be afraid. I'll take you to the butcher game. They won't dare to stop you. Zhang Weishan patted his chest solemnly, putting on a proud expression. A very disdainful and disgusted look was directed at him. It came from Bai Shuiji. She knew this was just Zhang Weishan's clumsy trick. First, he incites trouble. Then he steps in to resolve it, pretending to be the peacemaker. Finally, he volunteers to lead Zhao Yi to the butcher game, conveniently inserting himself into Zhao Yi's team. Obviously, Zhang Weishan had recognized Zhao Yi's strength and now wanted a piece of the mission rewards. She tugged lightly on Zhao Yi's sleeve. Even though she also wanted to follow Zhao Yi and earn rewards, at least she was honest about it. She despised people like Zhang Weishan who wanted to be both a hero and a backstabber. Perhaps her tug was too light, because Zhao Yi didn't seem to notice. He looked touched and took Zhang Weishan's hand, his palm wrapped in bloody gauze. Brother, come with us. We can take care of each other. Zhang Weishan was overjoyed, thinking Zhao Yi was easy to fool. The others exchanged wary glances, remaining on guard around this insidious and cunning man. Zhang Weishan enthusiastically led the group toward the butcher shop on the second floor, all the while scheming how he could get rid of Zhao Yi after the reward was secured. Everyone arrived at the butcher's shop. A tall man stood at the entrance, wildly hacking away at a human leg with a bone-cutting knife. He had a pair of antelope horns and terrifying red eyes. His muscles were like rock. Every swing of the knife sliced clean through bone. The sound alone made the onlookers' scalps tingle. Hello, butcher. These are the players here to participate in the butcher game. Zhao Yi stepped forward and looked the butcher straight in the eyes. The butcher glanced at the group. His mouth stretched open to the base of his ears, revealing densely packed sharp teeth. Bits of flesh and hair were still stuck inside. No one knew what kind of creature he was. There are 3 types of games I offer. The first is delivery. I've got some orders that need to go out. Whoever's the fastest wins. The winner gets a bowl of my exclusive broth. The loser, Heto. His laughter almost made their heads explode. The second game is to go to the kitchen and cook me a dish. If I'm satisfied, you pass. If I'm not, I'll personally teach you how to cook. The third game is to head into the Valley of 100 Burials deep in the mountains to gather ingredients for me. So, what'll it be? Which game do you want to play? The group exchanged nervous glances. The smell of blood in the air and the corpses hanging on iron hooks reminded them that this butcher was extremely dangerous. Zhang Weishan had once seen the butcher skin a player alive. The brutality left a scar on his psyche. Since they formed a team, they needed to agree on one choice to begin the game. How about we pick the second one? Fang Bai hesitated, then spoke up. We can help each other and no one has to die. Zhang Weishan scoffed. The second game. There's no clear standard for taste. We don't even know what this thing likes. If it wants us dead, we lose no matter what. Fang Bai frowned. Then what do you suggest? Zhang Weishan replied confidently. The first task, obviously. Delivering food is just a race. If you're slow, that's your own fault. Can't blame anyone else. To Zhang Weishan, this was the most favorable option. He had good physical fitness. He fought in underground rings, had close combat experience, and could have his underlings ambush others once the task began. They didn't need to kill, just injure or block the others. Then he could win while the butcher dealt with the rest. After all, the butcher only cared about who finished first, not how long it took. Fang Bai looked at Zhao Yi anxiously, hoping he would make up his mind. Among their group, Zhao Yi was undoubtedly the one with the most authority. Zhao Yi glanced at Zhang Weishan, who looked determined to win, and said, I think what Brothers Yang said makes sense. Let's play.